friends, welcome back to my channel. Happy Saturday. I've missed you. How have you been? Comment down below what you've been up to. It has been a busy summer over here. Our daughter Willa just turned 8 months old. How is that even possible? I don't know why when you start having kids, time just starts to go faster and faster. We have a fun week ahead of us. This week is 4th of July. Actually, by the time I'll be watching this video, 4th of July will have already passed. So let me know what you did for the 4th of July. We honestly still don't know what we're doing. We might end up just staying home because Willa goes to bed at 7, and so I think if we try to stay out and watch the fireworks, it just might end up being more stressful than restful. So TBD on our plans and what we'll actually get up to. One of my favorite recent developments is that Willa has enough hair to do pigtails, and so we've been doing pigtails the last couple of weeks, and it is so much fun. I'm just using these little elastics that I had for myself, but somebody commented and said that the rubber bands that you use when you have braces are a lot easier because you don't have to tie them around a million times. So I might end up getting some of those because we've been doing these almost every day. I love being a girl mom, and I'm so excited that now she's getting enough hair for me to do hairstyles. I follow this other mom on TikTok who does all these really cute little girl hairstyles, and I just cannot wait until Willa has like enough hair for me to do them all. I'm by no means a pro, but she actually does pretty good with them and she doesn't rip them out. I use this Day styling cream, which smells amazing. I just do like a tiny bit, almost like, I don't know if you can see that, but like a pea-sized amount to kind of rub it through my fingers, and then I just kind of run it through her hair to give her a little bit of hold because their hair is so soft and fine. This helps just kind of like bring it all together and make it smooth. Another trick that's worked for me is to always have a little toy that she can play with to keep her distracted. Have your ponytail ready to go. We're gonna try to do a little part. Yeah, you gonna show me your lemon, Willa? Guys, she said her first word yesterday, right in the morning. She said mama, and it took me a second to register that she had just said it, but I couldn't believe it, and so I grabbed my phone really quick to see if I could get a video, and then she kept saying it. Mama, mama. Yes, baby. Mama. Mama. Yeah, mama. Isn't that the cutest thing in the world? I was so shocked because I just fully expected dada to be her first word because everybody always told me that dada was easier for babies to say than mama, so it usually comes before, but not for this little girl. Mama was the first one, huh? Because you love hanging out with your mama. I'm seriously so impressed by how she just sits so still for this. Good job. Okay, another favorite thing of mine about this era are the tiny little bows. I love her little head wraps. They're so cute, but guys, something about these tiny little bows that I can clip on, this is honestly one of the hardest parts, that I can clip onto her little piggies. How cute. I just got her some new ones, but they're a little bit too big, so she'll have to grow into them. But these little tiny bows are the perfect size. I will try to find a link for these. These ones were actually a shower gift, and I haven't been able to find the exact ones because they didn't come with a tag, but I will try to find some similar and link them in the description. Here are little piggy tails. So cute. Can you say mama? She says no, mama, I'm camera shy. Close. Hey, mama. Isn't that the cutest thing in the whole world? Figuring out the whole food thing and what to give Willa. We're doing about 2 meals a day. We always have her eat something with us when we do dinner. 1 second, sissy, I'm cutting you some strawberries. And then breakfast is kind of hit or miss. I try to give her something in the mornings with me when I eat. Not as much as what we do at dinner, but it's just kind of something to keep her occupied. So I think I'm gonna cut her up a few little strawberries. I will say for the most part, I feel like we're doing 95% fruits and vegetables. She's tried bread and a few meats, but I wanna be more creative with the things I'm giving her. We did waffles last week for the first time and she loved those. But she loves strawberries, huh? started the whole food process with baby-led weaning, which is essentially the baby kind of leads the eating. And so instead of doing purees and feeding them, you kind of offer them like chunks of food at a time and let them do it themselves. And it helps build their independence and their motor skills and other things. And I just felt like that was a better fit for us because it kind of cuts out one transition from then having to transition from purees and feeding them to then them teaching themselves how to eat. She like kind of from the jump has always fed herself, and it's gone really well. It's super fun. She loves strawberries and she's really good at eating them. She usually will just kind of like grab the food and smush it and play with it, and we're lucky if it reaches her mouth. And as you know, food is a very messy process with babies, and so I usually just take all of her clothes off to save the clothes and just make it easier clean up. But I haven't quite figured out what to do in the mornings because I've just gotten her dressed, and so I sometimes put this bib on her instead of the regular bib because it kind of covers more of her front, and then usually I can save her clothes a little bit better. We still haven't quite figured out what's going on with the dairy. Anytime we've given her a milk product, she gets a rash on her skin. She doesn't have trouble breathing. It hasn't seemed to upset her stomach, but it's topically, like wherever it touches on her skin, that part will break out in a rash. So I'm gonna ask about that in our next pediatrician appointment because I really hope it's not an intolerance or anything. If you have kids and you're already through like the first tier use of food, comment down below any other suggestions of things we should give her. I'm trying to give her 100 foods in the first 100 days, and I feel like I'm already running out of ideas. One of you asked me what supplements I'm still taking. I'm still taking my prenatal because it's really, really great. It has no synthetic ingredients, and it's a really great woman's multivitamin. So even though I'm not pregnant, I've still been taking this as my vitamin for the day, and then I'm just taking some biotin because y'all, the postpartum hair loss is so real. I've lost so much hair in the last 3 months. It is actually frightening. Like, I'm surprised I even have hair still left on my head because every single time I feel like I run my fingers through my hair, just clumps of hair fall out. That is one of the most unfortunate parts of being a mother. But I've been taking this biotin to help counteract that. And then all of the vitamins too in this prenatal, especially the folate, is really great for your hair. So these are the two I'm taking right now, and I love them. I have a discount code for this prenatal that I'll put in the description box below if you want to check it out. Now we need to clean up and see what the damage is. Let's see how this bib did in keeping her clothes dry. Oh, are you showing them your feet? That's so nice. Yeah, you want to show everybody your feet. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody to your shirt. Hey, not bad. That was good, Willa. You didn't get any on your outfit. Wow, I think that might actually be a first. Okay, we gotta get your face ready. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Willa has also started waving, and it is the cutest thing I've ever seen. It is hot out there. Willa has gotten 2 teeth since the last time she saw you, and I think her top 2 are coming in as well because she's showing all the signs of teething. And so one thing we've been doing that she loves are these little breast milk popsicles. You just get one of these cutie little feeders in the mold. They sell these in a pack on Amazon. I'll link it down in the description. But then you just pour some of your milk and then you freeze them and then pop one into your little feeder. And it makes a little popsicle that feels good on their gums. She's like, Mom, hurry, my teeth hurt. Here you go. Oh, that's just a fun little treat too, huh? Also keeps him occupied for a few minutes. As you know, if you've been following me for a while, I have been on my sourdough journey since before Willa was born. It was one of the hobbies I picked up when I was trying to distract myself from being pregnant. I've tried a couple different recipes so far, and I feel like they've all kind of been hit or miss. And so I tried a different one this weekend, except for it was for 2 loaves, so I halved everything. But then I got all thrown off because they add the salt in a different step than what I'm used to. And when I added the salt, I forgot to halve it, and so I put in the full amount, which was essentially double the salt you would need for a loaf of bread. And I was really upset because the last couple times I've made loaves, I've just made silly mistakes. Like, I've kept my bowl in the oven to proof because it's a warmer environment, and then I'll forget that it's in there and just preheat the oven for dinner while my dough is still in the oven. So my last couple loaves haven't been great, but I decided to carry on and finish it out just to see what would happen. And honestly, you guys, this might be one of the most beautiful loaves I've ever made. What I don't know is if she's gonna be too salty. salty. Just in case, I made a backup loaf and it is proofing in the fridge that I'm gonna pop in the oven right now. If this is too salty, we're still gonna have bread today. I'm really hoping that this one will be edible though, because I don't like to waste. Moment of truth. Wait a second. Guys, wait, that actually looks really good. Oh, and it smells so good too. I didn't cut that well. Let's see if she's too salty. I saw another thing on how better to cut your sourdough bread. So instead of cutting it into big slices like this, once you cut it in half, turn it like this, and then cut this way. That way you don't squish your bread, and you get perfect little half slices that fit better in the toaster. Look at how delicious that looks. Honestly, that's not bad. I can definitely taste that it's saltier than normal, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm in the ocean, you know? You add some butter to this and like zhuzh it up, maybe some avocado toast or something, you would not even be able to tell. Woohoo! Willa, you don't have to throw away our bread. Okay, that makes me really happy. Like I said, we have a backup loaf just in case, because I wasn't really sure how that one was gonna turn out. And I did the same recipe as I did the first one. I just did the proper amount of salt. She's looking good. Man, if anything, I think this might be on a little bit of the overproofed side. Sourdough is so funny because it's so dependent on your environment. Like, you really have to know how to read the dough when it comes to the fermentation process, because it'll go faster in a warmer environment and it'll go slower in a colder environment. In our house, we kind of fluctuate. We don't like to keep it super warm in here. In the summer, sometimes it's hard to regulate. So I feel like it can be really tricky to read your dough in the summertime. Okay, I just added a tiny bit of flour to the top because I did not do that last time, and I feel like you couldn't really see my design very well. I'm gonna make a pretty deep cut, kind of going with the curvature of the bread. Then I'm going to add, I don't know what they're called, but they look like little leaf petals when the bread bakes. These ones I feel like are the hardest because they're so small, but you have to get them deep enough so they actually open up when the bread bakes. Let me know if any of you also make sourdough. Maybe we go back and do like a whole sourdough video, because the last one I made was not my best. I made a cinnamon sugar loaf last week and it was so good. We'll see how she turns out. I've had my Dutch oven heating up in my oven at 500 degrees for the last like 30-40 minutes. So it's really hot right now. We are ready to put our dough in. These little bread slings are amazing for easy transfer. Okay, lid on, and we'll set the timer for 20 minutes. All right, the 20 minutes is up now. We need to take the lid off of our Dutch oven. Ooh, looking so good. All right, now back in for another 15. Willa was sad because she wanted to show you her new trick. Let's show him, Willa. Oh. Sometimes she scoots underneath herself. Hang on. Let me help. There you go. You gotta slide your feet out. Oh, wow. Good job. Standing up is her new favorite trick. I honestly think she's going to walk before she crawls. She is showing no interest in moving forward when we put her on her tummy. She'll scooch a little bit and like go backwards, but she does not like moving forward. But when it comes to standing, however, she just wants to do it all day long. This coffee table is actually perfect because it has this little lip on it so she can grab on and pull herself up, and it's so cute. We're also learning about cause and effect right now, and so she loves grabbing onto things and dropping them on the floor. Oh, yes. Oh, there it goes. All right, it's time for our first nap of the day. It's about 9:40. She's been doing 2 naps. Usually this first one, if we're lucky, is like an hour and a half, hour 15, and then her second one is about an hour. She saw the camera when I put her down. That was so funny. My scoring could have been better. This opened up quite a bit, and you can't really see the leaves super well, but these ones look good. These ones here on the side, those are pretty. Now the hardest part is we have to let this sit and cool off. If you cut into it too soon or right away when it's still hot on the inside, it like makes the bread almost soggy, and then you don't have this nice, crisp, firm crust. I made that mistake one time, and the bread got moldy like 3 days later. So patience is key here. I don't know if it's the stage that I'm at postpartum or what, but honestly this last like week and a half, I felt super off, and like my hormones are just kind of all over the place. I've heard that as long as you're breastfeeding, that is normal. normal, but I didn't really struggle with postpartum depression in the beginning of my postpartum journey, but I almost think it's hitting me now, if that's a thing. I don't even know if that's a thing. I've just been feeling really off and honestly really sad. So I've tried to take a step back and slow down and take care of myself and eliminate stress where I can. Because of that, now more than ever, I have been noticing the importance of having healthy rhythms in your life. I've noticed a big difference with the amount of sleep I get, which I feel like is kind of a given, but especially with Willa waking up a little bit earlier nowadays. I've had to be a lot more diligent about getting enough sleep. And then having a good morning routine has made such a difference. You guys know I've always been about my morning routines. And my day is just not right if I don't do it. But with being home so much with Willa, it is harder to get to the gym. And so one thing that is part of our routine every single day now is going to the park and going on a walk. Or doing a YouTube workout. I feel like in the summertime though, I like to get outside because the weather is so nice. We've been walking every morning. And plus being outside is just good for your body. And so I try to do that every single day. Another big one is getting off of social media. I have been convicted by how much time I spend on my phone, and I'm trying to be really aware of that when I'm around Willa and not being on my phone so I can be fully present with her. But even when she's asleep, I just find myself scrolling. So here's my reminder to you that there is a setting on Instagram where you can turn off suggested posts for 30 days, because I find that I scroll so much more when my feed are from accounts that I don't even follow. It drives me so crazy. And so turn that off. I promise you'll feel so much better. But there's something to be said about just taking a break and not getting on the apps. If they're bringing anxiety, if it's sparking comparison or jealousy or envy inside of your heart, you'll be so much better off if you just don't get on. I decided not to film my latte art because usually when I do, I mess up because I get nervous, and it still wasn't great. I will let you know and report back when I finally figure it out. It still tastes so good though, and that is all that matters. Something that helps me not mindlessly scroll is replacing it with another hobby or activity that I find just as interesting. And so my stack of books and reading pile is getting much higher than I would have liked. So I'm trying to get back into reading. I just finished this book. It's called Your Story Has a Villain by Jonathan Pokluda. He's one of my favorite preachers, speakers, and authors. And this book, you guys, is so good. It's about spiritual warfare and how Satan essentially works through your life to derail you from God's plans, and like gives you really practical and tangible tools to be able to fight that and overcome it. Really, really good read. Highly recommend. I think I'm also going to start doing some books on Audible. I did it a while ago and I really liked it, but I think I'm going to start doing it again because I feel like it would be a good way to kind of get through some books as I'm cleaning up around the house, doing laundry, getting chores done. My sister got this for me for my birthday. It's a 5-year prayer journal, which I know can sound intimidating to commit to something for 5 years, but it's actually really cool. When you open it, the inside is whatever day it is. So this is August 12th, and then you have the 5 sections. So you have section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so you fill in, like, this would be 2025, 2026, 2027, 28, and 29. So that every year when you fill in your prayers or your praise reports, whatever, for that day, then the next year you're able to see what you wrote the year before and like see the ways that God has answered prayers or things that you've been praying for a long time. So I just think that's super cool. My sister said that she's done it and she's in like, I think year 2 or 3, and it's really interesting. She's noticed like patterns of ways God's moved through different seasons of the year too, like different in spring and summer and fall. So anyways, I started doing this and I really love it. Another rhythm I have added since motherhood is a load of laundry a day. That might sound like a lot, and it did to me at first because pre-Willa and honestly pre-marriage, I did like 1 load a week because I just didn't have that much laundry as a single person. But it definitely starts to accumulate, especially after you have children. And so now it has become much more manageable to do a load a day. And it's been so much easier for me to stay on top of it so that it doesn't pile up. I love the laundry soap. I had to do some extensive research when we had her to find a clean laundry detergent. I've been meaning to do it for forever. Finally landed on this one. It smells incredible. We like the sea salt one. The fragrance comes from essential oils, but they also have fragrance free. And you can see even with a load a day, we still sometimes have trouble keeping up with it. Personally, I feel like it's a lot more manageable to kind of tidy up as I go throughout the day. I try to keep the rule of like tidy up each room as you use it. So like cleaning up the kitchen a little bit and putting the dishes dishes away after every meal, one load of laundry a day. But even then, sometimes I feel like just cleaning gets away from you. And so we, this week actually, are going to try having someone come and clean. We're gonna try it every other week. It was actually a gift that my mom got us for Christmas, which is honestly such a great gift idea if you are looking for something to get a new mom. I'm really excited about it. I don't know the cadence of how frequently we're gonna have her come, but I think it'll just be nice to have someone come in and do a little bit more of a deep clean and like mop the floors. Now that Willa is getting close to crawling and becoming a little bit more mobile, I just don't have time to keep up with that every single week. And even though I organize and kind of clean on my own, it's the deeper clean stuff that I don't always do as good of a job of. So I'm really excited about that. And also, if I can't get this stuff done during a nap time, I just bring Willa with me because I think it's important for kids to see you doing chores around the house. And even though she's too little to help me, like, she thinks she's helping. And I feel like that's so good too. I came to Target during Willa's nap because I really wanted to get her a water table. It's been so hot outside and I thought that would be such a fun thing to do. Except I wasn't super impressed with the ones I found, and so now I am just browsing the toy section, seeing if there's anything cute that I could find to bring home and surprise her with. I'm thinking this little walker ladder thing would be fun. It's got all these little interactive toys on the front. I don't like the ones that have all the buttons and the lights and the sounds. I feel like that would just get really overwhelming and overstimulating quickly. But this one I think is super cute. All the ones that I think are cute are for like kids 2 to 5, and so I might just have to be patient. But I think she's a keeper. What do we think? You're coming with me. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at you, big girl. Look at you go. You're such a big girl. She's like, I'm more interested in the tags, Mom. What do you think, Sissy? Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Willa's trying her first pouch. We got these Once Upon a Farm smoothie pouches. They're made with all organic ingredients, and I wasn't quite sure what she would do, but looks like she's guzzling it. Ooh, is that yummy? I'm gonna prep some of my creamy swirl pints. I want to try frozen yogurt, and I saw that you can literally just fill this pint up with any kind of yogurt. And so I got some strawberry Greek yogurt. I thought that would be fun. I'm gonna be really impressed if this turns out to be good. Just adding yogurt seems really easy. Believe it or not, Nashville does not have a frozen yogurt shop. Like, I think there's one in Hermitage, which really isn't in Nashville, and it's not even that good. And so I'm determined to find some good recipes for frozen yogurt for this machine because I miss it so much. When I lived in California, they had yogurt lands everywhere and it was my favorite. I just can't believe a city as big as Nashville wouldn't have any frozen yogurt. I'm gonna put this in the freezer. We can process it tomorrow. I'll report back on how it is. It's dinner time and we actually decided to order in tonight because it's been kind of a crazy day and Chandler has his Bible study coming up. So we just didn't really feel like cooking. But we got food from one of our favorite places. We usually do this like once a week. It's called Teriyaki Madness. It's nothing fancy. It's literally teriyaki chicken bowls with brown rice and vegetables. Chandler gets orange chicken with his, and it's so good. We like to do this when we don't feel like cooking. We're gonna try this little Once Upon a Farm organic oat bar. It has bananas, dates, oats, and some other things in it, and it looks really yummy. This is Willa's first time having this, so I'm not really sure what she's gonna do, but we'll start with a little chunk and see how she likes it. You gotta chew that up, okay? You good? So many new foods today, Willa. Face of a girl who loved her dinner, didn't ya? All done. Okay, I just got Willa bathed and down and took a shower myself. Now I'm going to eat this little cookie while Chandler's at his Bible study, and I think I'm gonna watch Snow White. I still have not seen it yet. I've been dying to watch it, mostly because I've heard like such mixed reviews about it. So let me know if you've ever seen it, but I'm about to watch it right now and I'll report back and give you my honest thoughts. Okay, we just finished. I don't know that I loved it. I was kind of bored the whole time. Like, I just wasn't super impressed. I think the thing that mainly threw me off was the fact that the dwarves were all CGI. Like, I'm not really sure why they didn't just cast real people. That was super odd to me. And then I feel like the music was forced. I didn't love all the songs. I don't know, but overall it was just kind of blah. And it's a bummer because this movie did so badly that they actually stopped production on the live action Tangled, which I'm so sad about because I thought that one was gonna be epic. But I'm glad I got to watch it. Now I'm going to bed. But this vlog is not over because tomorrow I have to show you the results of the frozen yogurt and the Ninja Creamy. And also I'm doing something fun in this video. I'm giving away one of my Nomad bowls and palm spoons to one of you who watches until the very end of this video. I'm gonna give you a secret word at the end of the video that if you incorporate it into your comment down below, you'll be entered to win. I'm gonna pick one of you to send a Nomad bowl and palm spoon as a way to give back and say thank you so much for being here and being part of this community and watching my channel. Okay, good night. Good morning, everyone. The tiny angel slept in this morning for the first time, I think in like 2 months. That was magical. You did so good. Now we gotta make some breakfast. I'm gonna cut into our loaf from yesterday and see how she turned out. Wow, she's pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna make myself some toast. I'm gonna make a little bit of oatmeal for Willa. This is her first time trying this. I'm just gonna do a little bit. And since she's kind of been having an allergy to milk, I'm just gonna mix it with water. Did anybody ever have these plates growing up? Fun little avocado toast tip. Put a little bit of almond butter underneath it and it's so good. I'm just gonna mix in a little dollop of coconut oil for healthy fats. Healthy fats are a huge part of baby's brain development, and so you can never give them too much. This is looking good. First time, here we go. There you go. Gentle. Yeah, good, Jody. There you go. Good job. Oh, it's falling. Good job. She's like, it's not very sweet, Mom. Oh, good job. No, she says. Maybe we can try some strawberries. We've got a tiny on the swing. Woo! Oh my goodness. You having fun? Kick those feet. Kick those feet. We're just two girls at Lowe's looking for a hose because we don't have one. And if we're gonna do water activities, we need a hose, huh? Okay, Willa, which one do we get? This one looks good. Alrighty, the time has come. I just got Willa down for a nap, and so I want to try our frozen yogurt. It's a hot day outside, and so this is gonna be perfect. We're gonna power it on, soft serve. We're gonna do the frozen yogurt program. Alrighty, she's done. Ooh, looking like a snack. You guys, I'm serious. I'm so excited about this. I still cannot believe that Nashville does not have a frozen yogurt shop. Like, that should be a crime. Oh my gosh. Ah! Oh my goodness! It looks perfect. Let's try it. Stop it right now. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. It's funny because obviously it tastes like the yogurt. Like, we didn't put anything in it, but just giving it a different texture and pushing it through a soft serve machine like changes the whole thing entirely. Are we gonna open up our own froyo shop? That just made me so happy. I'm probably gonna eat this whole thing for lunch. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this vlog. I hope it made you happy. If it did, please give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. You guys, it would mean so much to me if you could drop a comment down below. It goes so far in helping this video reach more people. Comment down below if you want to win a Nomad bowl. The secret word is frozen yogurt. So include that word in your comment down below. I'm going to be picking a winner and sending out the bowl next week. Thank you so much again for being part of this community. I absolutely love doing life with you guys, and I'm so thankful for you. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.